Hey everyone, welcome back to Sew Giraffe. Today we're making this adorable Pikachu plush from start to finish. I'll walk you through each step and share a few tips and tricks I've picked up to make the process smoother, including what to do when things go a little off track. This is a free pattern by Choly 9 and link is in the description. Let's get started. First up, we'll embroider the facial details and tail. For the tail, I used a 5x7 hoop with one piece of fabric placed nap up and the other nap down. That way, I only need to use one piece of stabilizer. It saves material and works great. After embroidery, go ahead and cut out all the plush pieces. Don't toss your trimmings. I keep those little bits and cut them smaller to use as extra stuffing later. It's eco-friendly and economical. Now we'll attach the black tip to the earpieces. Fun story. During this step, I realized I only cut 3 yellow earpieces instead of 4. Had to pause and cut a 4th one real quick. So always double check before you start sewing. When sewing the earpieces together, go slowly and take your time. A trick I use is folding the seam allowances in opposite directions. This helps them nest together so your seams line up perfectly. Once the ears are sewn, trim around them carefully to remove bulk. Then, turn them right side out. Set them aside for now. We'll attach them at the very end. Next up are the face darts. A dart is a small fold sewn into the fabric to help it contour to a 3D shape. Curve your stitch line gently into the dart to avoid a sharp point. And when you're sewing the center dart, be especially careful around the nose bridge. It can be very tricky. Now for the arms and feet. I actually lost the footage for this step. My video file got corrupted. But here's a tip. Since these pieces are small, go slowly when sewing to keep everything lined up. With the face done, sew the darts on the back of the head. Then, sew the 2 head halves together. Just make sure to leave an opening at the center. You'll need it to turn the head right side out later. Sew the tail pieces together carefully. There's a lot of fabric layers here, so take it slow to avoid breaking a needle. Trust me on this one. Trim the excess fabric and carefully turn the tail right side out. Use a chopstick or turning tool to get those corners nice and crisp. Now we sew the bottom seam of the body. If you're adding a tag, this is a spot to sandwich it in. The tail gets sewn into a double dart region. I start sewing from the center and go out toward the edge, then repeat in the opposite direction. It keeps everything centered and secure. Attach the back of the head to the back body piece. Make sure to line everything up carefully. Sew the inner leg pieces to the chest. Use the notches as a guide to line everything up. It really helps with the placement. Now attach the face to the chest piece. It is starting to come together. We'll sew the front and back together now, but break it into sections for better control. Head first, then body sides, the crotch, and finally the legs. Trim the excess fabric, especially around the curves. Then turn the plush right side out. This is where it finally starts to look like a Pikachu. Time to stuff. For the arms, snip a small hole on one side and use forceps to turn them right side out. Once everything's stuffed, we'll close the opening in the back of the head with a ladder stitch. Use a ladder stitch for invisible seams when attaching the arms and legs to the body. For the ears, close the opening with a gathering stitch, then ladder stitch it to the top of the head. I line them up to the head darts on the side of the head. And there you have it, your very own Pikachu plush. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more plush tutorials. Happy crafting!